Okay, so today I'm going to do a video on The Host. Basically, it's an amazing book. I don't have the cover for it, but one of my friends let me borrow it. It's about 619 pages. Let's see. Oh, here we go. It's one of the best books I've read. It's an adult novel, Stephenie Meyer's first adult novel. Basically, it's about aliens taking over the world, and I don't know, it's really weird. You can go to her website called stephenie.meyer.com. and you can check up on everything that she's done, read a biography about her. And yeah, but basically I've read all of her books that she's come out with. I'm anticipating, and I cannot wait for Breaking Dawn to come out, and hopefully Midnight Sun will follow soon thereafter. I've read Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, more than enough. you know, too many times. I just started reading The Host a couple days ago, and I'm almost finished. And Breaking Dawn will be the next big adventure that I take in reading. The music that you're listening to now is what I listen to when I read books. It's just Yaruma, if you want to say his name like that. Yeah, Yaruma. Phenomenal, I would say. One of my favorite pianists. But yeah, basically, I'm going to read you a little bit of an excerpt from, well, not really an excerpt, but basically like a summary of what The Host is off her website. So my eyes will be over here, but I'll be talking to you, okay? So our world has been invaded by an unseen enemy. Humans become hosts for these invaders, their minds taken over while their bodies remain intact and continue their lives apparently unchanged. Most of humanity has succumbed. When Melanie, one of the few remaining wild humans, is captured, she's certain it is her end. Wanderer, the invading soul who has been given Melanie's body, was warned about the challenges of living inside a human, the overwhelming emotions, the glut of senses, the too vivid memories. But there was one difficulty Wanderer didn't expect, the former tenant of her body refusing to relinquish possession of her mind. Wanderer probes Melanie's thoughts, hoping to discover the whereabouts of the remaining human resistance. Instead, Melanie fills Wanderer's mind with the visions of the man Melanie loves, Jared, a human who still lives in hiding. Unable to separate herself from her body's desires, Wanderer begins to yearn for a man she has been tasked with exposing. When outside forces make Wanderer and Melanie unwilling allies, they set off on a dangerous and uncertain search for the man they both love. This book is intense. There's a lot of graphic details. I would probably have never picked this book up thinking that it was a science fiction. I'm not really a big science fiction reader, but after reading this book, I'm almost there. There's my bookmark. After reading this, I'm a big fan now, but probably just because she wrote it. Stephenie Meyer is a phenomenal author. I wish I could meet her in person and talk to her about how she came up with these things. I've read about how she came up with Twilight and how she did this, but I want to get to know her and be like, hey, just sit down with her and get inside her head. I want to know how she came up with stuff. She's a phenomenal writer. I couldn't ask for anything better. She's written stuff that I fell in love with. I fell in love with a fictional character. I mean, I bet you guys have too. It was either going to be Jacob Black or Edward Cullen, and that to me, that's intense. But I really recommend that you go out there and read this book or read the Twilight series and get to know her. Stephenie Meyer is a phenomenal author, and I think we're going to be seeing more of her and more of her work. She's amazing, and don't let people tell you otherwise, I should say. But like I said, go to stephenie.meyer.com. You can read what I just read. You can see photos. You can read about her Twilight series, all of her other projects. You can buy the books, buy shirts, jewelry, whatever. Go there, have fun with it, and read. Reading's good for you. Bye.